Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel BethChatsBooks. Now today's video is going to be my small Booktuber tag. Now I was lucky enough to be tagged in this tag by Courtney over at Courtagonist, and without further ado I'm just going to get straight stuck into this tag. Question number 1 of the tag is introduce yourself. So my name, like I've just said, is Beth, and this is my booktube channel BethChatsBooks. I am a British booktuber who's quite recent to booktube. I've not had my channel for a year yet, so I class that as quite new to booktube. And I've kind of started this booktube channel to try and reach out to other booktubers, to find people who are passionate about books like I am, because in my home life, my family and my friends aren't book obsessed like me, so I wanted to make new friends was the main goal of starting this channel. But also I have a lot of things to say about books. I've recently graduated with an English and history degree, so I have lots of things to say about literature and I'm passionate about it and it drives me. So I decided to start this channel so that I can always have literature in my life and always have a vessel and a way to express my opinions on books and to keep the hobby alive. So that is why I've started this channel. That's a little bit about me. Question number 2, how long have you been on Booktube? Now, I've been on Booktube about 7 months. I don't regularly check specifically how long I've been on. I think it's about 7 months because similar booktubers have claimed on their videos it's been about 7 months. And when I last checked, it was 6 months, and that was about a month ago. So I will say 7 months. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's not been that long really. I think 6 months in Booktube is quite a short amount of time because your growth is quite slow and you're just still getting to know people. In the last month I've got to know so many more booktubers than I did when I started out. So yeah, 7 months. Question number 3. What types of videos do you make? Now, I make all the conventional videos. I make wrap-ups, TBRs, book hauls. I've started a series of my own videos, which I haven't done many recently, of Beth's Brewtime Babble, which are chatty videos. I do favourites of the month, which I tend to not do books on because I think I've exhausted the month with conversations about books. So usually my favourites of the month are a lot of television and film, and maybe if I've done any outings or adventures that I want to talk about. But I'm hoping to get more expansive with my videos. I want to be able to do some vlogs because I've never done any vlogging before at events and things like that. So I would love to do them. And I've also seen some really quirky and interesting videos out there where people interview with their friends, or they do a different kind of way of picking books every month. I really want to do discussion videos as well because I've seen loads of people do those, and that's something I'd be highly passionate about, but I haven't really figured out where to start yet. And like I say, 6 or 7 months seems like a long time with the channel, but you're only just starting to work out how Booktube works and getting more confident with creating your own videos and creating your own playlists. So I'm hoping to do much more videos very soon, but they're the main videos that I do on this channel. Question number 4. What do you love about Booktube? This is going to sound really cliche, but I love making friends on Booktube. I love how supportive and amazing the community is. Every time I reach out to new booktubers I always get very nervous because they might have more subscribers than me, they might be much bigger than me, but every time I send them a comment they're always so positive. I get instant feedback, everybody's supporting me, and I think the nicest thing about Booktube is giving and receiving comments. That's my favourite part about Booktube because you get to know more about channels and then you stumble across some amazing channels that you wouldn't otherwise, because when you're a small booktuber the algorithms and the videos that are suggested are ones with quite big subscription bases, but it's a lot harder to seek out smaller booktubers. So I would say, you know, like finding them and commenting and them commenting back is amazing. Question number 5. What types of books do you read? Now, I read a whole plethora of different things. I read literary fiction and always have done because I've recently, like I said, graduated with a history and English degree, so literary fiction is very important to me. But I also really like reading classics, and I like every year to have read at least one classic, maybe more, or reread favourites. But I also read historical fiction. I've recently got into reading dystopian. This year was a big year for me for reading dystopian. I read about 3 or 4. I also like to read more challenging reads. I love reading some non-fiction, usually in a historical context or ones that are based in psychology. I really enjoy. I'm not so big on YA reads, but I want to read more of them because I've now changed my opinion. I used to think YA was strictly for young adults, but it's not. It's accessible for everyone, so I'd love to get more into that. I'm trying to get into more poetry as well, but they're the main kind of books that I read. Then question number 6. What is the most favourite video that you've made since you started your channel? Now, my favourite video has to be the video I made a few months back on Easter Seals Camp Merrywood. So if you don't know, the last 2 summers I've travelled over to Canada in Perth, Ontario, and I have been working for a summer camp called Camp Merrywood that predominantly has children with physical disabilities attend. So I did a spotlight video on it, which I'll link down below. It's been one of the most viewed out of all my videos, which is amazing. It was really personal and important to me. That experience of going to that camp and meeting some of the children is one of the things I'm most proud of myself for going over there, and it's one of the most enlightening experiences that I've ever had. So to be able to use this platform to highlight the amazing work that happens at that camp and how much it meant to me was really important, because I think this channel can be used to discuss books but also to really talk about things that you're passionate about and really connect with other people. So the fact that a lot of people have viewed that as well is amazing. If you'd like to hear more about it, then go and click on the link down below and check that video out, because I was really happy with that one. Question number 7 / activity number 7, tag small booktubers. So it's not really a question, but I found this quite hard because I was going through a lot of people that I've recently started connecting with, and a lot of them have been tagged by Courtagonist or other booktubers. So I've just selected a few that I'm going to tell you now. Eclectic Reads, obviously, he tagged me in his small booktuber shout out. He's an amazing human. Go check him out, and hopefully he'll do his own little small booktuber tag now that I've tagged him, and you can go check that out. Jasmine Reads, I've recently been messaging her quite recently and checked her channel out, and it's amazing. She's also British and her content is really good. So yeah, I tag you, go ahead and make this video. I also tag Hooked on Books. She's an Irish booktuber and she's just amazing. I had a bit of a girl crush. I love her style, I love the books that she's been discussing, so I tag her. And then I also tag Rainy Days and Stormy Nights. Now I don't know if she's already been tagged, I've recently connected with her as well, but I think it'd be really interesting to see her do a tag. And then I tag Books and Looks because they recently did kind of a Sunday shout out video, but they didn't do a tag, so hopefully that works. But I also want to actively tag any small booktuber who comes across this video. I happily tag you. Go ahead, say that I tagged you and go and do a small booktuber tag video, because it's very hard to kind of extend a welcome to everybody because you haven't seen everybody's amazing small booktube channels. But I love when people openly say that they tag me, because if I don't know them but I see a video, it then gives me an excuse to belong to the tag and to film a video of my own. So that's everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be bringing out my Rebecca and the Virgin Suicides review of the book and film. It's just with everything happening recently on Booktube and the YouTube community and YouTube's decision to change the rules on monetization on YouTube, I felt that this video needed to come out really soon because Courtagonist had recently tagged me in it, but also because I just want to show my support to small booktubers, and I'm hoping to do the Strike Back Videoathon, which I will upload as my next video, which a couple of YouTubers who I'll link down below have helped create it, and they wanted people to do 30 days of videos as a kind of raising awareness for small booktubers before the decision on February the 20th comes into play about changing of the YouTube decision and how monetization will then work on YouTube. So I'm hoping to do that video next, and I'll explain in more detail about what it is. I'm not going to do 30 full days of videos because I just don't have the time, but I'm hoping to pick a select few prompt questions that they've shown in their original videos and support small booktubers, because I feel passionately that we all should support each other. So yeah, this is the end of my video. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you want to be alerted when my next couple of videos are coming out, and I'll see you very soon.